Hello Taurus, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo and I'm here with your October forecast. As always, we're going to be looking at what's coming up for your love life, for your career and workspace, and we'll get you some guidance from the universe for the months of October, what to anticipate and what actions to take to make the most out of the energies of the months. Of course, we're going to start with an oracle deck to see what's going to be the buzz, what's going to be the focus of the months. And at the end, we'll get some messages from your person to yourself with my talking cards, with the Hermit Tarot. Welcome to my channel. Whether you and you are coming back, welcome, welcome, welcome. And let's dive in right away. Just remember that this is a general reading, so it may not necessarily resonate in its full form, but take only what does and leave what doesn't behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, do not hesitate to reach out via an email address, and also I'm adding the option of ordering my services through the website mindfulbamboo.com, so check that out. If it's not still there as you're watching this, it will be in the next day or two. So yeah, you'll be able to actually add it to your cart and place an order, have a confirmation, do your payment through website. All is going to be available there. And of course I do coaching as well, tarot and coaching. You can always donate and support me that way, and there's also an Amazon wish list. You can get something from me over there. It's all for the channel, mostly tarot cards with a couple of exceptions, but yeah, it's all dedicated to the development of this channel. Of course, don't forget to like the video. So what do we have for Taurus in the months of October? Thank you. Answering the call. The time is now. Yeah, so whatever you've been contemplating, excuse me, or getting little nudges about that you were dismissing or you were putting it off, was like, yeah, now not got too much on my plate already and stuff like that. You know the drill. So whatever it was, there's no more putting it off. It's almost like it's your time, it's your last call. You know, like in theater, they have 3 calls before the play actually begins, so they don't let anybody else in. So this is like your 3rd call now. Although in this case, it's more like this is your 3rd call to do it on your terms, more or less. If you don't decide not to answer this call, then there's a good chance that you'll have some tower moments, and whatever excuse you have now, you will not have it anymore. But the point of the tower moment is that nobody really cares about your considerations of the case anymore. It's just gonna happen because it has to happen. You know, whatever it means in that situation. A lot of times it's gonna be dramatic and, you know, kind of shocking. So yeah, this is your warning. But this is something good. This is about answering the call to do something that you're supposed to be doing, something destined, something on your past that is really important for your personal story and for other people involved, I'm getting. Let's see what we have for Taurus. Need to be careful with my candles. The King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is you, Taurus, by the way. It could be, of course, your counterpart. But yeah, the Pentacles are definitely the Taurus energy. So for your love life, we have King of Pentacles, the Empress, which is again Taurus energy. Let me put them this way so you can see. Let me actually pull the table a little bit so you get more of a view. You have the Empress, which is Taurus or Libra, so you could be dealing with another Taurus or a Libra. And we have 7 of Swords. All right. For your career space, we have the Emperor, which is Aries. We have 3 of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. Nice. And the advice is Strength, which is Leo energy, 2 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Lovers. Yay. Notice that there are 3 figures here with the angel kind of uniting you two. And this is actually for you not to forget that a part of whenever we have something deep and something important happening in our life, something archetypal, it's not really just like, including the relationship, right? Like, let's get into the relationship then. It's not just the two people involved that are part of this energy of the connection. There is this third energy, and you can call it the connection itself, right? Like a synergy of your two energies. That is something third, something still different than each of you individually. Or some call it more of like a divine power that's coming in and adding its own elements, its own components, based on what your missions are in this life, what kind of lessons you're supposed to learn, and we're all here to learn certain lessons and make certain contributions, right? So based on that, there is like the adjustment from the divine on what is happening. And don't you forget about it. Lovers is actually also Gemini energy. But the point is, whenever something good or something bad happens in your relationship, whether it's personal or work relationship with someone else, it's not just these two people that are participating in the dynamic. There's the divine plan as well. So yeah, the divine is part of that. It's I don't want to call it a triangle because it has a negative connotation, but it's part of the mix, let's put it that way. So don't put all the responsibility on another person or yourself, right? And I'm not saying don't take any responsibility in your relationship. It's just that there are forces bigger than yourself being involved. And you're being reminded of that now, which means it's somehow very relevant for your story at this time, in the month of October. If you don't see it yet, you will see it. Just keep it in mind. So for your love life, you have King of Pentacles, the Empress, and Seven of Swords. Yeah, so I started talking about, like, I'm getting that this is you actually, Taurus. You are shown as the Empress energy, and take gender how it resonates for you. It doesn't necessarily have to be female. The Empress is just more about, well, and we actually have the Emperor as well. So we actually have the Emperor and the Empress in this reading. She's a power couple, just really amazing. So you do form a power couple, either with your love partner or with someone at work, someone you're partnering with otherwise, which is pretty cool. So you are showing in the Empress energy. The difference is the Empress is more about creation and nourishment, right? It's about spreading the joy and creativity. But still, the Empress is like the collection of all the Queen's energy. So it has the abilities of all the suits. The King of Pentacles I'm getting is the counterpart. And again, take gender how it resonates. It's kind of matching that it's a male and a female in this case, but it can be the other way around. It can be two males also, or two females, doesn't matter. Your counterpart is shown as King of Pentacles, which to me says, and there is also Seven of Swords, to me says that at least they're trying to make an impression on you, that they are successful, they are financially stable, like the King of Pentacles would be. So this is the picture they want you to see, because they know that you're the Empress. And notice, you're the Empress, they are in the King of Pentacles energy. At least they're in this energy now. It doesn't mean they don't have the potential of the Emperor, but King of Pentacles is kind of like not really an Emperor just yet, right? It's almost like they're trying to create an image ahead of time because they don't want to disappoint you in any way. They don't want you to feel like they're not worthy enough for your connection. And I mean, it is a noble intention on the one hand. On the other hand, it's still lying. It's still not true. So just be ready for that. And it's up to you, of course, to decide how you want to handle it. You're the Empress energy, so you're on top of it anyway, right? Like, you got it. And you would know exactly what to do if you listen to yourself. Just don't try to play the game. That's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. Don't just try to go with what they give you. Listen to yourself and make your own decisions, do your own analysis. Whatever that may be. You may decide to just follow along and leave it as is for now, see what's going to happen next. Or you may decide to kind of poke at it and uncover the truth. Up to you. But just keep in mind that this is not all truthful information. And at the very minimum, you don't know what the true situation is. So just be careful with what you believe and how open you are to that information. How attached you get to the person because of that information, right? Because if you decide to completely disregard this nudge, there's a good chance that you'll have a broken heart in the future. And I'm not saying that, they're being deceitful, like they're cheating on you, not necessarily. Even if it's something completely unrelated to your relationship itself, it's still going to be painful because you let that person in very closely and trusted everything they said, and it would not be true. So there is a certain moment of deceit. I'm not seeing anything malicious here in terms of why they're doing it. It's not like they want to take advantage of you or anything. It's just that they are not feeling confident in the situation. So another pointer here is that you may want to take a look at that part and see why they're feeling insecure, and maybe having some honest conversations to see if you can make it better there. At least have an open communication about it, right? Don't push them with anything, just try to understand more and maybe present your opinion as well, like more explicitly, more openly. For the work situation and career, we have the Emperor, Three of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. Yeah, very interesting. So usually the Three of Pentacles is like the ultimate teamwork and collaboration card, especially good to have it in the workspace situation. In this deck, it's kind of different. It's more of a disappointment from collaboration, if anything. And what I'm getting here is not like people on your team were not qualified or they didn't understand the task. It's just that you all had different vision of it. It's almost like even when you're saying, like sometimes a lot of people are hearing the same words, maybe like a public speech or something, but they are hearing different things out of it. They are also reading between the lines, they are noticing the tones and intonations, but they're still picking up different things from it. And they will focus on different parts of it. That's that kind of idea. So it's like every member of the team understood the project a little bit differently. And there is a bit of that sort of disappointment. It's like, yeah, we have a great team, but it's not exactly what we're looking for. And it may turn out that actually maybe that's not the best team for this project specifically. And again, you will be presented with a choice to decide of whether to keep people, but kind of have to really compromise on what everyone can contribute and what kind of results you're going to get. Maybe it's not going to be as good or as quick as you would have hoped. And I see you actually here in this sort of like ruling card. So either you are the leader of the group, of the project, or you will have a chance to take on that leadership role in the month of October. So you can decide to keep everyone in because everybody's doing great, but it's not necessarily going to work out the way you want with the project. Or you may want to decide to just really focus on the results of the project, getting things done, getting the financial benefit that you wanted, etc., etc. But you may want to say goodbye to some people. Just make sure, if that's the case, make sure you're doing it in a kind way so that they understand, again, very explicitly, very transparently, that they were doing a good job, why you admired them or you were happy with their job, and then why they were being dismissed or moved to another department or whatever it is that is going to be happening. The guidance from the universe, we have Strength, Two of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you may feel a little bit like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders in the month of October. Although I do like that this is Pentacles because it's more familiar to you. It's the earth element and you're an earth sign. And it's something that Taurus is naturally, or earth signs are naturally good at. Manipulating and kind of in a good sense of things. sort of like changing dynamics of the things in 3D and of different working with different resources like time, money, even people. So the main thing I want to tell you, Taurus, is you got it. You have the strength, you have what it takes to accomplish what you want. You may feel a little bit like being like fighting it against the world, being on your own, but it's actually not a bad thing. And if anything, you're being placed in those situations where you need to make a decision by yourself, or at times maybe you need to risk your personal status, invest your personal resources without a lot of confidence of a return, right? All of it is being done to show you how powerful you are and how much you can actually do. Though there may be at times a bit of a juggling of different situations, of trying to keep everybody happy, so be careful with that and take care of yourself no matter what. Taurus is, again, as earth signs, another side of Taurus is that you're hardworking and you're trying to accomplish a lot, and you know how to work a lot and how to get results. So don't get too carried away with it. Even if you have deadlines, even if there are specific goals that you are afraid that if you don't do it this week or on this day, that the opportunity is going to be gone. No, it's not. Or if it is, it wasn't meant to be anyway. Okay, message from your person to you, Taurus. Okay, got something. Anything else? Okay. I think we should see other people. Happiness is my priority. I like this combination. I want you to choose, and I meant what I said. Yes. So, yes and no. So it's kind of like getting more insight into why that person may not be telling you the truth necessarily, and at some point they might actually say something like, I'm not sure we are good for each other, or I'm not sure if this is going to work out. So just be ready for that. And of course, again, it's up to you to do whatever you want to do with it, but just know that it's not because the person doesn't love you or wants to leave you. It's because they have insecurities on their side. And that's why they may be thinking that, you know, an easy way out maybe just to call it quits and say, yeah, no, it's not going to work out. But the truth is they're actually not sure that they can pull it off. And they want to make happiness their priorities, but they're not really doing that. So I'm getting that this is how they're going to make it look like they want to be happy, they want you to be happy, right? And that's why they are doing all of this, whatever they're going to be doing or saying. All right, like this is especially when the truth comes out, that moment. And just know that that's not really the case. It's just that there is something that's bothering them about how this is going to work out and whether they're going to be a worthy partner, a good fit for you. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will be uploading the rest of the readings in the coming day or two. So if this reading didn't resonate for you, you may want to check a reading for other placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. In the meantime, I'm saying goodbye for now, and I'll talk to you soon.